Listen, you guys, Big Sean is out there letting us know that the title swindler was against Nicki Minaj being on his hit song, I Don't F With You. Now, we're also going to be talking about Cousin Sloth and her tour that just kicked off. And DDG and Halle, it does seem like there are some complications when it comes to their co-parenting. Rihanna and Tyla, the comparison has started. And we're also going to be discussing about Stephen A. Smith getting checked by LeBron again, explained. Now, these are some of the things that we are going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Big Sean. Now, you guys do know that Big Sean was at some point managed by Fraudulent Nation. It does seem like during that time when he was about to release his song I Don't F With You, he gave Jay-Z and of course Beyonce a listen of the song before it came out. And after listening to the song, Beyonce said to him, listen, it's nice, but it's kind of just hard. It can be controversial given the fact that he was saying that, well, I don't F with you, you little SB, that type of a situation. And I guess Beyonce was just looking at it from feminist, perspective, just saying, listen, if you do say that, it's going to come off as if you're a misogynist and stuff like that. So I would suggest that you have Nicki Minaj on the song for balance, just so you can have that female perspective, okay? Which I feel, in my own opinion, is such a genius idea. Beyonce's way of thinking is very strategic. I like it. I was really, really impressed by that part where she got to think about that side. And according to Big Sean, the title swindler was like, no, it's okay as it is. You don't need to have Nicki Minaj on the song. And so people are looking at it and are saying that, listen, it seems like the title swindler has always had an issue with Nicki Minaj. Why was he so anti-Nicki getting opportunities to be on songs like this? Why would he do that? Given that Nicki, even at the beginning of, Big Sean being a mainstream artist, did work with Big Sean on Dance. So of course people felt some type of way about it. People felt like Jay-Z has always been anti Nicki Minaj because of the fact that, well, she refused to sign with Fraudulent Nation and she was always salty about Young Money. So I don't know, you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire interaction. But what that just got to tell me is Beyonce was never no hater of Nicki Minaj. And I guess that's what actually explains, even when Nicki started to be vocal about Jay-Z and stuff like that, Beyonce would still continuously send Nicki Minaj flowers and packages. I guess she understood that whatever Nicki is saying probably has some truth to it. As an artist, if you look at it from an artist's perspective and you look for it also from a woman's perspective, you can see how the industry is such a misogynistic place and how as an artist you're supposed to sell out or you don't sell out. You get what I'm saying? Oh my God, did you see me do that? Yeah, so I really do think that, deep down, Beyonce does know that, her husband sometimes plays dirty when it comes, to business, because let's be honest, it's very few businessmen that are genuinely upright. A lot of successful businessmen have had to do someone dirty. And I think deep down, Beyonce knows that Nicki is not crazy for saying all of these things that she's out there saying. But at the end of the day, her loyalty still lies with the husband because that's her husband. So yeah, let me insert what Big Sean had to say and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Like the song I Don't Fuck With You, while you were making it, did you know like this is about to be the one? Or you realize after like, oh shit, I did not think this is gonna be the hit?
Nah, hell no. I just was having fun. I was in the studio with Mustard and like I was just around, like I was really trying to make a song like this Too Short song. I heard the beat and I was just like freestyle. Like I almost didn't want to use it. And I remember even when I was about to put my album Dark Sky Paradise out, my A&R, No ID. And I remember Jay-Z and Beyonce too. I went to their house and was playing them the songs and Beyonce was like, it's a little disrespectful. Maybe you should put Nicki Minaj on it, like so a female, like for a female's voice. And then Jay-Z was like, nah, it's like hearted though. He was like, people gonna get it that it's just you having fun. Like, and then I remember I was getting texts from Hove, like every day he sent me a text one time that was like, every day you're not putting that song out, you losing.
Damn.
I was like, damn. So I almost didn't put on the album because I thought it was just kind of like, I thought it was just a little dumb. You know what I mean? Like, it was a great song, but I thought it was just like,
I know what you're talking about.
And then that bitch dropped, and I was like, what the fuck?
That shit went crazy. Like the.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. But that being said, personally, I do think that besides the fact that, Jay-Z refused for Nicki Minaj to be there, I don't think it was a good time for Nicki to be on that song. Because for those of you who do not know, when that song came out, Big Sean had just broken up with Ariana Grande. And you know that Ariana and Nicki had such a close relationship. And, people started saying that, oh my God, I Don't F With You was dedicated to Ariana Grande. He was Ariana Grande and stuff like that. So regardless, I don't think that the optics would have been good for Nicki Minaj to hop on such a song where Big Sean is saying, I don't F with you. And, people are saying that it pertains to Ariana Grande. If anything, I think that it was actually a blessing in disguise, because I can only imagine what Ari fans, how Ari fans would have felt at that time. And that was the time that their friendship was very tight, and Nicki, was working heavily with these pop girlies. So yeah, thank you, the title swindler. Okay, this is exactly an example of what the enemy meant for evil, God would turn it for good. Because personally, yeah, that would not have been good for Nicki Minaj in the long run. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about this entire situation with Cousin Sloth. You guys do know that Cousin Sloth's store has started, and people are saying that, okay, what type of venue is this? Now, for those of you who do not remember, back when Jay-Z was out there doing a City Cinderella, promo for a mixtape, Cousin Sloth and JT kind of got into it, and Cousin Sloth was telling JT that she's performing, at backyard, barbecues, and it's not an actual tour, and was basically mocking JT because of her venues. So as expected, people were waiting to see the type of venues that Cousin Sloth would have, because at the end of the day, Jatavia's was just a mixtape. And Cousin Sloth's was an entire album. So, of course, people were like, listen, let's wait for Cousin Sloth to show us how exactly she's going to do her own tour. And I guess at that point, she was also feeling herself because, Bongo 2 had taken her on tour, and they were sort of touring together, and the venues were bigger. And so I guess she was using Bongo 2's tour as a measure to say, I'm better than Jatavia's tour. So now on the internet, people are saying it seems like you are now performing at those backyard barbecue shows yourself. So what were you saying about Jatavia? It seems to me like you guys are in the same boat, and I kind of see where people are coming from. But that being said, it's not bad for an upcoming artist, honestly. I'm all for an upcoming artist being realistic and booking venues that they can actually make a profit from. There is no need for you to book an arena when you know you cannot fill it. Like, who are you trying to lie with? We saw how that ended. Up to now, Touring Data has not released any information about the tour that, somebody who was too ambitious beyond, what she knew she was capable of doing. So personally, I'm not mad at people who book smaller venues, but the only problem comes when you look down on another artists just because they have a smaller audience and stuff like that. Honestly, we need to be careful with our words, because they will come back to bite us in the behind. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about DDG and Halle. Now, when it comes to this entire situation, when this relationship started and we were told that Halle is pregnant, people expressed how they felt about this entire getting pregnant thing, and, DDG as a person, people thought like, why is she doing that? And yeah, some people thought like, it's her life, she's allowed to do whatever she wants to do. There are a lot of things that people predicted when it comes to their relationship. And one of the things that a lot of people were predicting is the fact that the moment that they break up, Haley's image was going to be tarnished. That's what people were saying. However, when Halle fell pregnant, it did seem like people were like, listen, it's even going to get worse because co-parenting can be hard, especially if you're with somebody who seems to be immature like DDG. And people still came through and said, well, their life, their choices, their decisions. And today, ladies and gentlemen, on the 8th of March, I come to you telling you that what we feared is now happening, because DDG is now coming on the internet saying that Halle is refusing for him to see his child. Halle is being a spiteful single mother. That's how they are now labeling this girl. And I wish I could say I didn't see this coming. But here we are. Yeah, they are now labeling Halle this beta single mama, beta black single woman. That's what they are now calling, Halle on the internet. And this is a war Ariel that we're talking about. Of course, there are two sides to each story, but this is not a good look. And this was very predictable, and this could have been avoided, in my own opinion. But, if they like it, we absolutely love it. So let me insert what DDG had to say about Halle and the baby. And I will catch you guys after that.
Every single day, or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over, or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him, or I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me? Like it don't have nothing to do with me working, by the way. I'm not going to air out her business, but me and her has not been together for a long time. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's been going on for a minute where I just never got on the internet and said nothing. I mean, I might like throw like little subliminals or some shit like that, but it's like, bro, like, I don't want to get on the internet, because at the end of the day, this is something that can really like him. But I'm really just coming on this motherfucker as just a dad that really don't know what to do at this point. I've been dealing with since he's been born, damn near. It's like I really feel like I'm a nanny at this point. The nanny has been able to have my son more than me. Who her nigga is, who she filming movies with, I don't give a I care about my son. That's all I care about. Literally, that's all I care about. And when that's taken from me, she know that's the only way I get frustrated. That's the only way she can get under my skin, because I don't care what she does. We haven't been together. This might be a curveball to a lot of people, but me and her has not been together for a long time. A long time. Before that post, we've been not really together. We probably was on and off for a little bit. That's it. But further than that, we has not been together. This is the only thing that can bother me is with my son. Yeah, I don't even bring her name up when I get on live. I get on live, I call her the mother of my child. I call her this and that, nothing but be respectful. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not finna sit here and get bullied behind closed doors over my son, and I can't see him. Just not doing it, bro. But now I understand. Like I always said, little internet, like, I don't see how dads can't be in they son life and this and that. It be the mom, bro. It don't even be the dads for real. Like, the dads want to be there, but if the mom don't want you to be there, you can't be there.
Now, notice how he says that I don't care about who she's effing and laying down with. Oh my God, it could never get under my skin. The only thing that could get under my skin is me not being able to see my son. And in the same video, he does say that the son is sick. So could it be safe to say that the reason why maybe the mother is making sure that, and you're not getting in contact with the baby or taking the baby somewhere is because the baby is sick? Could it be far-fetched to think that? But then again, it seems like Halle knew exactly what she was getting herself into. And like I said, if she likes it, we absolutely love it. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to talk about Stephen A. Smith and LeBron. Yesterday, I did a video and I was talking about how Stephen was getting checked by LeBron. And obviously, we were wondering what exactly that is about. And some people were saying it's because of Stephen saying, talking smack about, his son. And personally, I'm here for Stephen getting smacked. Like, listen, I don't care who's right or wrong. That Laffy Taffy alien, I'm all for people coming for him. Anyway, let me insert a snippet of an explanation of what could have went down with Stephen A. Smith and LeBron. But smack that bald head, LeBron. Smack it until the hairline is now starting from the ears. I'm just kidding, you guys. I do not promote V at all.
Polarization. And now they got his son, who is a rookie, and most times rookies struggle, got him. But you got a father mixed up in there as a teammate. So he sees this game. LeBron has seen this game. The reason why LeBron is leaking right now is like, yo, I'm getting tired of this. And who wants to be the face of the NBA? I understand Anthony Edwards. And look, he's trying to protect his son is because he's looking at it like, y'all running the game. I have checked every single box you ever could check for an NBA player and some. I made up some boxes. I decided to be political when Jordan didn't. You can say that's good or bad, whatever. I made up that box. For being the GOAT, you got to be in the community. You got to be talking about it. You got to be about it. Got my own media company while I'm still playing. He made up boxes. Whether you like him or not, just the facts. Point being, he's checked all the other boxes that already existed. A pass first guard, small forward really, but pass first player. Oh, Stephen A. Damn, hold on. Big dog, what's up? No, I'm being nice. I'm good. Okay, I'll make sure I tell him. All right, go. And he got the most points ever. How you gonna be pass first and got the most points ever and that ain't even your position? Oh, God, I can't talk to you. Anyway. I think LeBron is definitely tired. I mean, exhausted. As I think anybody would. Even though you were proud, excessively proud, and you put your son in the fire by talking about him, you put him in a position to succeed, and others are rooting for his failure. Not only will the father be upset at that, but a teammate would. Y'all are literally smiling and rooting. Y'all called the dude, you called Bronny James a Make-A-Wish kid. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all call him, people call this dude a Make-A-Wish kid. And he's like, yeah, make a wish. They say, if you walk up to Bronny James and say, make a wish, you know what he gonna do? He's just gonna look at you. He's like, I'm living it. I ain't gotta make nothing. Sorry, nothing you can do. And the game is gonna speak for itself. But the rooting for this guy, this little kid to fall and fail, I'm glad it was a confrontation because it's out of control. Talk what you want and content's content, and I'm on no higher ground than anybody else. But I ain't never rooting for nobody downfall. And worse, I ain't rooting for their fall because of ratings. And I think that's what that was. So either A, Stephen A. Smith took the high road, or B, he had to take the only road left because you got called out. Can't pass go right here. We tired of it. I wish I would have known exactly what they said, but, stop talking about my son, bro, is enough. I wouldn't confront him. I wouldn't do what LeBron did. I wouldn't let it get to me like that. Because once I know something, that's enough for me. Like the indecision, the uncertainty is really the problem. Like, is Stephen A. really like bagging on my son because, oh, he is. He's trying to get that love and them clicks. And all right, well, that's the game. They've been doing it to me for 20 years. Welcome, son. You must be something. Imitation is the best form of flattery. Welcome. Welcome to the King family. Welcome to the King James family, right?
That was LeBron.
The last thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Tyla and Rihanna. It seems like people are finally openly acknowledging the role and part of the industry in making somebody a superstar. And when we used to talk about the industry machine a couple of years ago, people would call us delusional. And so to see everyone openly admitting and partaking in this conversation and making it seem like it's a new discovery when we have been clocking this is certainly interesting. So I will leave you listening to Mal. They were talking about the industry machine and them trying to make Tyla, Rihanna, trying to create a superstar and stuff like that. And let me know, you guys, in the comment section, how you feel about people that are now only suddenly acknowledging the role of the industry politics in making someone a star. Because back in 2018, when we were trying to say that, well, when the industry machine is against you, everybody turns against you, everybody called us delusional. And everybody said this entire idea of they're trying to recreate another Nicki Minaj or replace Nicki Minaj, we were pulling it out of our behinds. So these are certainly interesting times. I don't know what's going to become of the music industry because it seems like people are slowly moving away from the delusions and the illusions that the music industry, creates. So I don't think that after that I'm going to be coming back. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that I will be notified each and every time. You will be notified, each and every time that I post. Guys, I'm stressed. Like, I don't know how I forgot my sister's birthday. Like, does any one of you ever do that? I forgot, genuinely forgot, you guys. So now I have to quickly rush, get something, put something together. I feel like I'm such a bad young sister. Oh my God. Until my next one, you guys, see you.
Because we don't know what that major label button moment was. It was over time he built that community. And if major labels could do that, why, when Rihanna has clearly retired, they didn't go, new Rihanna?
Because Rihanna doesn't want to put out music. She
I know. Why can't they just create a new Rihanna then, if they can just hit a button?
I mean, I feel like Tyler's on the way.
All right. Now you disrespected Rihanna. I like Tyler too, but let's not even put certain people in a sentence.
You miss what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the same package, the same way Rihanna came out and people kind of were like, a little hesitant on deciding, if they liked her or not. Because I remember that. I remember Ponder Replay and all that. I was there for that. I remember those moments. I'm just saying, it got to a point now with Tyler, smash with her Water record. Okay. Smash, right? But I could see them kind of putting her through the same type of, that's kind of like she's obviously a beautiful woman. I could see her at some point in time getting into the beauty space.
Okay.
The music, the same type of, Caribbean, Afrocentric, that type of vibe. I could see her them pushing her more into like real R&B lane at some point.
Okay.
I could see them sitting her with certain writers, R&B writers, producers, getting her a real R&B sound, getting her away from the African, just Afro beats type of vibe. And I could see that for Tyler. I could see the music industry absolutely pushing her through the same type of gauntlet that they did Rihanna at one point. And shout out to Tyler because she's obviously talented and she's dope. But you can see it like, okay, I've seen this play before.
I mean, so holla at me when she makes anti or rated.
Yeah, but you talk about but how long into Rihanna's career did that happen?
Oh, later on, but
exactly. So it's the same point I'm making to you. Give it time. Let's watch it roll out. But I can see it early. Like, okay, they're gonna sit Tyler with a real R&B producer, get her a real R&B album project, and it's gonna now she's into the R&B lane.
I wouldn't
dominating.
say R&B because R&B singers are not really successful these days. Like R&B is not the successful genre at all. Rihanna wasn't even R&B. Rihanna is a pop artist.
Yeah, but I mean, but R&B, pop is just popular. Like we know R&B is pop music.
I'm actually shocked this take is coming from you because you are typically the person that has so much respect for actual like legends that you hate when we even compare. Like the person that hates Jello when we say it's a good record to even compare to other legitimate artists, you rightfully so get upset. So that's why I think it's kind of nuts that you would put Tyla even in a sentence off a hypothetical.
No, but you're making it too much of a comparison.
I feel like you're dragging it a little bit, Rory.
You're making it too much of a comparison thing. I'm not saying Tyla is. I'm saying the same thing that they did for Rihanna. They started out with her roots, her sound, her culture. It was that heavy. It was Caribbean heavy with Rihanna at first. It then transitions into sit her with Neo. Let's get these records. Get her with the Dream. Get the Umbrella and all of that. Let Jay put a verse on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see them doing the same thing with Tyla.
No, 1,000,000%. They're definitely invested and going to make sure she continues to be a very popular artist. But I just don't think it's just a label thing at that point. Like, Water was successful, yes, because the majors did get behind it and you could not that song. But
it's also
Water's also an incredible song.
Absolutely. So, I'm not saying it's not.
Yes, major labels know how to push the button on incredible records to get them in front of more eyes and ears. Like, let's not just say they hit a button on anything. It takes two to get to that superstar level. They'll put some that'll just play on radio.
Bro, you worked in the industry. You mean to tell me you don't think that it's just a simple phone call for them to say, you know what, we're going to get her on The View with Whoopi. We're going to get her on this with her. We're going to put this artist on this show with that daytime TV. It's literally just phone calls.
But that doesn't make you a superstar.
I agree that the major system, back to the superstar shit, you need a major to have